Underwriters and actuaries for both commercial and personal lines are challenged to understand what properties are adjacent or nearby others and how these can influence an overall risk portfolio or in turn affect accurate pricing and loss ratio. Here we have on the screen a fairly severe example of this, where you have a Subway retail shop and you have a fireworks retail store adjacent to one another in the same building. As an underwriter and actuary, understanding this from pure data is a difficult thing to do. And so where you may or may not want to write this policy, one of the things you definitely want to do is have it priced accurately. Only Pitney Bowes provides the data architecture to link an address to a location, then associate that with the building at the location. So let's start with some addresses. These are three normal, unique addresses, but when you dig into these locations, what we find is that Duckling Drive, Old Brick Road, and Gathering Place are unique street addresses, all valid, but they are all within the same building. What the Pitney Bowes geocoding software and underlying match location data does is to assign both a unique persistent identifier at the address level, called the PB key, to every single U.S. address, and another identifier, the building ID, to every building in the U.S. as well. Each one of these three addresses is assigned its own unique base PB key. Because of the address discipline that we employ inside the MLD database, it allows us to create a relationship between those unique addresses and the building. We can determine that each one of these addresses is located in the building, and with the building ID, we can tie those unique PB keys all together. So the match location data structure gives us the connectivity that really provides a tremendous amount of power in any underwriting process. So here's our 2250 Old Brick Road, and here's our PB key. So when I drill into the PB key, it exposes other data that's associated with that location. So whether it's a wildfire determination, we can bring in points of interest across the country or across the world. We can define property attribution, whether it's square footage, year built, type of building it might be, number of bathrooms, type of roof. We can bring business summary information to the PB key, number of hours, number of employees, type of revenue, flood determination. And we also have overall genealogy associated with the address and addresses at that building. So in this case, we have a building, a parent PB key, and we also have children PB keys associated with to that base address. And so if I click on the child PB key first, it brings up a secondary address, which is number 230 at the same 2250 Old Brick Road. So we click on, again, the PB key for that unique address. We can go to points of interest, and in the points of interest, it tells us that at this location, this is a law office. And so we have more granular information from a location perspective for that particular location, which is Suite 230. So if we bring this conversation full circle, I can now look up at the building level what other places of business are at this building. So in the far left of the building, there's a Duckling Drive. I can click on this. 3939 Duckling Drive is still the same building. And if I drill into the PB key and pull up the points of interest information, now I see there's an A-loft at this location as well. So now I've got an A-loft hotel. I've got a lawyer's office. And if I click back to some of the locations, I can look and see there's 2201 Old Brick Road, again, a separate address, but still in the same building. I drill into the POI data. I now have an ACAC fitness center. So it gives me a full view, a lot of transparency in what's really going on in the building, all being driven through the match location data structure. So only through the Pitney Bowes data architecture can your team of underwriters and actuaries and data scientists easily and efficiently understand each address in the United States, what buildings and businesses are located at that address. Furthermore, using the PB key architecture, you can then build a complete property database of both your book of business and the prospects and locations around your book to have a complete picture of both total insured value and potential of any geography. This information is crucial in determining your pricing, your risk analysis, optimizing your catastrophe models, and reducing your loss ratio.